Over the last couple of weeks, we have talked a lot about censorship both in video games and in a lot of other media as well, both from gaming companies, from developers, from payment processors, from activist groups, all working seemingly together to have a common goal to force identification on us and censorship of bad games. And that has been bad. It is the hot topic of the day, and it is continuing as a battle on many fronts that a lot of people, including myself, are fighting and trying to keep vocal and not miss anything. However, that also means that some of the things might be at risk of being missed, such as obnoxious human beings thinking they're all the center of the universe and being very disrespectful to both gamers and people as a whole, thinking they're more than them and thinking that whatever they say will not harm the product that they're trying to sell. I'm of course talking about Intergalactic, the Heretic Prince, and the titular amazing character that is Tati Gabrielle. Greetings, ladies and gents, my name is Hills, the bearded Balkan blabbermouth, and I am discussing, and today we're going to talk about yet another instance of people refusing to learn from past mistakes. We have talked about such instances before, and they all led to one end: failure of the product they're trying to sell. But before I continue with this video, I would like to kindly ask you, if you enjoy this content, if you enjoyed what you see, to click the subscribe button, click the like button, leave a comment down in the comment section below, and click the join button if you want to support the channel directly, as well as help homeless animals and animals in shelters. Thank you very much, and now back to the video. So this is from That Park Place, and it has been a hot minute since we've gone to them for news, because we have been on another page entirely, but they continue to be a credible source, and I continue to enjoy every article that they put out. So this title says, Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet actress Tati Gabrielle mocks gamers in new interview, claims they're gonna play that game anyway and love it. Familiar? Doesn't it sound like...
We stand with the people who work at our studio. There's plenty of games out there for you to buy. If you don't like this, don't buy it.
Yeah. We have heard those words many times. We have heard them from BioWare, we have heard them from The Acolyte, if you remember Amanda Stenberg and her amazing stance on the views of fans of Star Wars and what they thought about the show. We have seen such comments pop out a lot because they try to project a moral high ground, saying, yeah, we're going to make what we want, and if you don't like it, good riddance, we don't need you. Which would work if you were very sure and you had a placeholder as a product that you knew that was going to do good and it was actually good, and you were talking to just a few haters. However, in this case, you're talking about the whole franchise and the whole gaming community. Naughty Dog's upcoming title Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet, and its main actress have already sparked intense debate throughout the gaming world. Tati Gabrielle, who plays bounty hunter Jordan A. Byrne, has found herself at the center of this ongoing storm, rather than shying away, as she should, from the criticism or just allowing gamers to voice their apprehensions as is their right, as she should and as is there. Gabrielle has leaned in, dismissing detractors and predicting that even the harshest critics will end up loving the game. Really? Really? Let me tell you one thing, I saw that trailer, and while it wasn't all that bad on the small snippets of gaming that we see, it wasn't anything to bark at. It wasn't anything spectacular. So at best, if this game has the best reception ever, you might score some profit in it. However, you're talking about a game that hasn't really won people over, and you're pouring oil into the fire. While confidence in one's project is admirable, history shows that mocking or alienating potential players, especially when ideological divides are at play, rarely ends well for a game's success. Exactly. And this is what, if you don't remember, this is what Tati Gabrielle had posted on her social media a while ago with Siri from Witcher 4, Fragile Masculinity. 100% incel tears, so dei-licious. This is something that has aged out like sour milk. It's amazing how absolutely tone deaf you can be, and with the finger and with everything, it's just you're showing a finger on all the gaming community here, and you think, yeah, you're gonna do it because you're stupid consumers. You're gonna do it because you're dumb little people that just gonna spend money on the next thing and enjoy it. It's exactly that mentality that was produced from gaming companies for decades, because they were putting out increasingly bad things. However, because they carried the name of a once good thing, people were still buying it up to a point, because gamers sadly are very, very patient bunch. They're patient to the point that they always have a very long span of hope for a franchise or for a game, or they used to. And since a couple of years ago that has shifted, but apparently Miss Tati Gabrielle has failed to get the memo. Fast forward to August 2025, and Gabrielle doubled down in interviews addressing the ongoing hate. Gabrielle admitted the criticism motivated her to go even harder on her performance, but her tone quickly turned confrontational once again. The game people that were hating are gonna play that game. The same people that are, she said here in quotes, the same people that were hating are gonna play that game, she said. And guess what? They're gonna love it, so they can be mad. This statement has been labeled by some as arrogant and dismissive, further fueling accusations that she's attacking the audience. I can tell you one thing from this point on: even if the game is absolutely amazing, it will not do very well exactly because of that attitude, because you do not show respect to the people that are going to potentially be buying your game. And yeah, you may be right, some people are gonna buy that game. There are gonna be people, especially YouTubers, that are very vocal against DEI, but they're still streaming a lot. They're going to buy that game and they're gonna play that game. But guess what? The culture right now is the following: not many people go for first day buy when there's something fishy going on. So a lot of people are gonna see the game, they're gonna decide for themselves if they're gonna buy it and play it afterwards. And guess what? When you're being this dismissive, Miss Tati Gabrielle, it is not going to work very well for the numbers. And I can actually predict that this game is going to be a gigantic flop. And if you have been following this channel, you know that my predictions tend to be very, very correct. Further down in the article, we get a comment that we all know is very, very true. But before that, look at this trailer picture from the official announcement trailer from PlayStation. This is Miss Tati Gabrielle's character that is apparently mocapped by her, because she kind of looks like that. And you can just see here down below, 96 likes to 246,000, 96,000 likes to 246,000 dislikes. This is an absolute amazing ratio. And the comment is, this isn't just about Intergalactic or its main actress, it's part of a larger trend where perceived ideological pushes meet resistance in gaming, and responding with mockery backfire spectacularly. Exactly. When you have disrespect for the same audience that is going to be spending its money on the product that you're trying to promote, that you're paid to act in, and that you're paid to then present to the public in interviews and stuff like that, then you are set to failure. You do not attack the parents that are feeding you, that are spending the money towards you. This is exactly what a brainless activist brain does when it's met with the real world. Probably someone told her that this game is going to be unanimously liked, and in the first sense of a pushback from the trailer and from anything, Miss Tati Gabrielle's brain probably broke, and she decided to just go absolutely hardcore feminazi and just attack the very community that she's trying to be in as a part of a video game. It's not how you do things anymore. You cannot get away with it. Gamers will drag you down from your high horse and they will see you in the mud, and you will watch as the game that you're promoting fails, and you will know that you are the reason that this game has failed. Here we have some notable examples of these things happening in the past. Battlefield 5 as a prime example. As you remember, there were complaints about historical inaccuracy, female soldiers in WW2 settings, and the chief creative officer Patrick Sutherland infamously said, "These are people who are uneducated. If you don't like it, don't buy it." Here we go again. This is another one. Then we have Concord, which, as you know, failed absolutely spectacular. This was a crash and burn like no other at the time. It had stupid woke elements. It was sloppy. It was slow. Nobody liked it. Then you have BioWare's Dragon Age the Vanguard, when it focused exactly on the things that a fantasy game should not focus, but because, as I continue to say, this wasn't actually a game but a propaganda piece with a veiled cloak of gaming on it. This is what was. You were having pronouns, you were having pronoun talk, you were having people doing push-ups because they were disrespecting your pronouns. This was an absolute slop of epic proportions, and it buried an entire franchise, and it buried a studio. This single-handedly destroyed every ounce of BioWare's reputation. If history holds, those mad bro gamers might just skip Intergalactic altogether. Yes, they will, proving that the cockiness of a modern actor seldom converts critics into fans. Exactly. This is what's going to happen. We don't have that same respect with celebrities, actresses, musicians, whatever you want to name it. The age of the celebrity worship is kind of over, because they have proven time and that respect they do not deserve people to worship them. They're human beings, and as my wife loves to say, they shit the same shit as we shit, and they're just the same kind of people, just with more money and fame. And when they fuck up, they deserve to be shown that they fuck up. They're human. They're not some gods, and when they do stupid shit like Miss Tati Gabrielle does, they will be dragged down, and we're the consumers, and we have the right to dictate and to showcase what we want and what we like. Because if you want our money, we want our quality, and that does not include some actress going on a rage because someone doesn't agree with her. And until companies do realize that and start controlling their price people better, it's going to lead to failure after failure after failure, and it's not gonna stop. We are not going anywhere. We have more than enough games, more than enough movies, more than enough backlog to turn to and play, watch, and experience. It is on the companies to get a fucking grip and start providing us with the quality entertainment that we deserve. If they don't, they're gonna go into oblivion. We're still gonna be here, and we'll have new things, better things that are not going to come from these companies. That's it. That's the reality, and that's exactly what's gonna happen to a lot of companies if something doesn't change. But anyways, this is all I have for this video today. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, click the like and subscribe button, and consider joining the channel and becoming a DiscussThing Guild member. It helps the channel grow directly, and it helps helping homeless animals and animals in shelters with food, veterinary care, and whatever else is needed. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Hiosu, this was DiscussThing, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers and stay fresh.